Grief forever. Family of Dr. Murtala Muhammad pays emotional tribute. NDC mourns fearless Dr. Omane Boamah at state funeral. We were destined to be together. Omane Boamah's wife remembers kinky and fish love story. UNICEF partners CSOs to intensify HPV vaccine campaign. Other stories you'll find stakeholders sensitized to gender affirmative action law. And Ablakwa says President Mahama to lead ruthless onslaught against Galamsey. Any portals? Any other portals?
Can we delve into some of the stories?
Yes. Before that, let me quickly do GhanaWeekend.com. Becca's husband surprises her with brand new 2025 BMW X6 in Mykonos. Rapper Sean Kingston sentenced to over 3 years in prison for $1 million fraud scheme. Oh, how? Why? You deserve the best. Becca's husband showers her with love in birthday message. Gospel singer Mercy Chinwo husband welcomes second child. Government fines DSTV 10,000 Ghana cedis daily for withholding pricing data. Jeff Bezos' mom, Jacqueline, dies at 78. 6 victims of helicopter crash buried. And Stonebwoy didn't pick $1 at Davido's wedding. That's his wife. Nana Asase marries in intimate ceremony. And the 3 Wintimi radio stations, 6 others suspended. All right, let's go into the stories.
Let me move to the standoff between government and DSTV. As we know now, government has fined DSTV 10,000 daily for withholding pricing data. This story is on citynewsroom.com. Except to read, the Ministry of Communication, Digital Technology and Innovations has begun imposing a statutory fine of 10,000 Ghana cedis per day on MultiChoice Ghana DSTV for failing to submit critical pricing data requested under the Electronic Communications Act, ECA. The penalty took effect on Friday, August 15, 2025. The Sector Minister, Honorable Sam Nate George, announced the decision during a meeting with the DSTV team at the Ministry on Thursday, August 14. He explained that the requested data, including a breakdown of the bouquet prices tax component and comparisons with at least 6 other African countries, was essential to support meaningful engagement on reducing subscription fees for Ghanaian customers. According to the minister, DSTV had been granted an extension until Monday, August 11, 2025, to provide the information but failed to meet the deadline. Hence, the 10,000 cedis daily fine.
I remember yesterday we spoke to Sam George on Eyewitness, and he mentioned that they had even extended the time that DSTV was supposed to submit that day, the pricing data for them. And so he had, as sector minister, he had asked NCA to hold on to that 10,000 Ghana daily fine. It's in their law books that if you falter on a request as they had granted them, then you are subjected to a 10,000 Ghana cedis daily fine. So when they asked for an extension of the time, he granted it and asked NCA not to, give them that fine. And they've breached the extension. So thus the daily fine of 10,000 Ghana cedis. And yes, there's a standoff between the ministry and DSTV, and I hope that, they settle this issue very soon so that EPL lovers will know whether they are going to buy data to watch it.
VBN.
Please, EPL lovers will know whether they are going to have to buy extra data to watch it online.
So that's a big story from the Ministry of Communications and MultiChoice Ghana.
I have The Mirror, Ghana's most popular weekend paper, and that story where we're all shocked about. A mother burns son for losing pen. The story reads, a 25-year-old cook in Ho, Jemima Kweku, who allegedly burned her 11-year-old son on the belly, back, and other parts of his body with a heated pressing iron as punishment for losing his pen at school, is standing trial at the Ho Circuit Court. The court, presided over by Abdul O. Hakim, was told that the accused locked the helpless child in a bedroom before carrying out the brutal act at Ho Barracks, Newtown. Assistant Superintendent of Police Noah Muzu, prosecuting, said the incident occurred on July 15 this year. The accused, who appeared before the court on July 21, pleaded not guilty to causing harm. According to the prosecution, the accused became enraged when she discovered her son no longer had the pen she had bought for him. The boy explained that a classmate had borrowed it but forgot to return it, adding that he would collect it the next day. Unsatisfied with the explanation, the accused ordered the boy into the bedroom. She then plugged in a pressing iron and when it became hot, pressed it onto the boy's belly, chest, lips, shoulders, backside, and other parts of his body. The court heard that the accused later warned the boy not to tell anyone about the incident. However, when the boy went to school on July 18, his class teacher noticed he was unusually quiet and withdrawn. On being questioned, he mustered the courage to narrate his ordeal. The teacher informed the headmaster, who reported the matter to the police. The accused was arrested and the boy was taken to the hospital for treatment. In her caution statement, the accused admitted to the offense. The court was further told that the boy is now in the care of social workers. The accused has been remanded into prison custody until August 19. It would be recalled that a similar incident occurred in Ho in May last year when a 62-year-old woman, Margaret Gaffer, was arrested and prosecuted for burning her 9-year-old niece for failing to sell all the kebabs she had given her before school. That child was also taken into social care. And there's a picture of the injured boy. They're showing his back over a pen.
People have been praying for children, praying that God blesses them with the fruit of the womb, and people have it and see what they're doing. But I think that it's important that the law takes effect, and these persons are dealt with in accordance of the law. I mean, if you are beating a child for misplacing a pen, what do you do if, he or she mistakenly misplaces, money, and this is sacrilegious. And for me, I think that, again, we don't have an effective social welfare system because I think the woman needs to go through some form of counseling. And in the immediate term, she should not be allowed to be in custody of the child.
At all.
A
pen?
She's.
My mother never shouted at us even if we broke a plate.
We were
because it's replaceable, is it not?
Exactly.
Well, why, your mother shouted at you when you broke a plate?
See, Charlie, we were all beaten at a point,
Yeah, but for plate, a pen. Pen, no, Jude. Oh, my word.
The point is that at a point, we're all disciplined in different forms, right? Mm-hmm. But it didn't spill over like this.
Yeah.
And I think, or I believe strongly, that the parent involved needs to go through some form of counseling. It was probably not intended to go that way, and it spilled over, right? So whatever it is, I think that in the immediate term, the child should be taken away from her. She needs to go through some form of counseling before she's allowed to, custody with the child again. Because this is just irresponsible in any way or form you look at it.
I think it was intended to lock him up and plug an iron and wait for the iron to get hot and deliberately burn different parts of his body, including his lips. Oh, it was intentional, because you don't just think of such a punishment.
Or probably it's witchcraft.
Well, whichever it is, whether she's going through trauma from her childhood or whatever it is that as she's
because if you had an effective social welfare system,
this is absolutely wrong.
And I don't know how well DOFSU, and maybe we should do a news report on it.
Yeah.
I don't know how well DOFSU and all of those agencies, or bodies, responsible for some of these things are faring now. But clearly, if they did, would have heard something on this, even before it came to the media. Yeah. So my point is that the Ministry of Gender, Children and Social Protection, they have a lot to do. They have so much more to do beyond just sharing lip money and school feeding contracts.
Contracts.
Yeah, they should be interested in how children, especially in remote parts of the country are faring.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm sure that, and I really hope that they take this news up seriously. Get the child a temporary shelter, you know, as investigations go on. And I think the mother, again, needs some form of counseling, you know, through this rather horrendous act. I don't want to believe that it was intentional, you know. I really don't want to believe that was intentional.
Yeah, maybe it's intentional. The fact that you can turn on an iron and wait for it to get hot, it was definitely intentional. And I hope that the full rigors of the law are meted out to her. And I hope the child also gets psychological help as well, because this is traumatizing and it might affect him in the future.
Yeah, definitely.
And he might take it, you know, such traumas, if they're not dealt with, tend to, you know, go with you when you grow up, and then you might also mete out the same kind of punishment to your children. Any other stories you want us to review?
I think we touched on it. Yesterday was all about the funeral.
Yeah.
You know, we brought different angles to that. We talked about the posthumous promotions.
Yeah.
We've spoken about the helicopter fund, crash fund for the children and immediate family. We both agree government did a great job in sending them off, you know, from that initial horrendous scene of putting them in sacks. So, yeah, I think it's a good time to just move on.
All right, people, when we return from this quick break, don't pick up your remote. We'll be back with our favorite segment, What's Happening? Don't go away.
Yo, Green, you no go job. You look unhappy and seem to be in pain.
I have this long-standing well at my anus and it keeps coming and going. I feel sick and so uncomfortable, bro.
Have you taken into consideration going to the hospital?
I've been to several hospitals and they keep telling me the same thing. They said it's anal fistula. I have to undergo a surgery. I'm scared I might not be able to hold my stool if I do this surgery.
Wait, have you considered seeing a proctologist?
Which one is that? What, do we have proctologists in Ghana here?
Bro, we have a lot of them. They are being trained every time.
Where can I?
Ale. An anal fistula is an abnormal tract which connects the inner part of the anus to the skin around the anus. As long as this tract persists, there will be a recurring boil around the anus. A proctologist is the one credited with excellent outcomes of surgery of anal fistula. Laser and ligature anal fistula surgeries are the modern methods with very low recurrence rates.
Visit Mwintaba Hospital and Color Proctology Center today or call us. Mwintaba Hospital, First Ghana Colorectal Center, in to serve a peculiar health need.
In Ghana, West Africa, the mornings are somewhat, if not for the perfect companion. What a good day to start. Work is always effective with NASCO Home Appliances. Good vibes only while you wait. The feeling hits very deep. And Nijepa, I want NASCO fie. NASCO, bring home happiness.
I'm Wakwaba at the Spine Therapeutic Center. I share a chinkasei. I had a problem with my waist. I was virtually stiff down. Virtually, I could not move. After going through some treatment with the Spine Therapeutic Center, I am fine. I feel much better, I'm stronger, and I can walk. Now I can even give some action and joy to my wife.
Your food supplement yes, some we are real now ye twice year cry at the amount. In fact, yen pet any yakofa spinal scan etimi detect spinal misalignment biya wo wachi. Ye wo physiotherapy wo ho, ye wo stretch therapy, ye wo gym, ye wo massage.
And when you get there are so many things that you can buy, including the book that Dr. Labi have written, Your Spine, the way it works, and it will give you the biggest picture of your life.
Chese efa dompe hu kwa dia fabra.
Spine Therapeutic Center. Your spine is our concern.
You're welcome back. This is Breakfast Daily Weekend right here on Channel 1 TV. Let's delve straight into our favorite segment, What's Happening?
Absolutely. You know,
I like the fact that it took you a while to ginger up, but you're getting there.
We should do it again.
Okay.
3, 2, 1.
What's happening? Yes, I love it.
I'm sure
I love it. I love
viewers
it.
will be wondering why we are so excited when we have to talk about this segment. It's basically because we get to tell you about events happening close and around you, right? So you are able to spice up your weekend.
Yeah, you get a variety of events that you can pick and choose. I can move from here to here or this one to that one. So, you know, we help you plan your Saturday chilling itinerary, for want of a better word.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So let's begin with the literacy challenge. The grand finale is finally here. And the top 10 finalists today at the Elisa Hotel are going to battle it out in a quiz competition for that 10,000 Ghana Cedis grand prize. And boy, oh boy, you know, from writing the essay, submitting to scaling it down to the top 50 writing an aptitude test, and then now, finally, top 10 to write, take part in a quiz competition. Then after the quiz competition, we get one winner. And then we can crown it. But they're all winners. From the very beginning, if you submitted an essay, you're a winner.
Yeah.
Top 50, you're a winner.
Yeah.
Top 10, you are a winner.
You know,
But there can only be one.
I had the opportunity to look at some of the questions they were made to answer during the aptitude test, and that was after. Okay. You know, and I'm wondering, you know, there are so many of us who may not a bad day.
Yeah, I need to go and see those questions.
I'll not lie to you, a bad day.
Oh, were they tough?
Yeah, you know, some of them.
What would you remember some of those questions
specifically? Yeah, so like they were general knowledge questions. They were English, you know, subject verb agreement questions. There were mathematics. You know.
It's the mathematics that I'll have a problem. I don't like math for the life of me. I guess that's why I'm sitting in the studio. If
Kofi, you know, walked 1 kilometer to church, how much kilometers will Kwame and Amma? You know, and I'm looking at some of the questions. I'm like, wait, they're bad day.
A bad day,
Yeah, a bad day. You know, but some of the general knowledge questions, for example, I think they were well in place. You know, it's important that even at that age, you conscientize children to know more about their country, you know, what a lot of things we do or have as part of our nationhood stands for. You know, of course, if you're a child and you're in JHS and you're unable to explain what like our national symbols, and mind you, we saw parliamentarians during their vetting. You know, they were asked, what does the coat of arms, you know, mean? Charlie, so chaka.
Left, right.
Asked, what's the symbolic meaning behind the colors of our national flags? Charlie, Minister of State too, chaka. They say recite national pledge, chaka. You know, so for me, it's important that even at that age, we conscientize children to know more about their country, what a lot of the things that we represent as a nation stand for. And for me, I thought it was great. And I hear they did quite well. It was also a very difficult pick, narrowing it down from 50 to 10. So we'll see who emerges ultimate champion today. But like you said, they are all champions. They really are all. Everybody who took it who had the idea to even write a script to begin with. That is a winner mentality.
Yeah.
And I pray and I hope that they never stop writing.
Yes. Don't stop writing. Even if it's at the end of the day and you pick your books and you write your thoughts. So this is what my mom used to do for me. So we'd read a book, we'd pick a book. Well, obviously I would read it, she wouldn't. And then any word that I don't understand, I'd write it down. So I have a title of the book, I write the words that I don't understand, and then I summarize the book in a few paragraphs. And that's what she would read, but the book that she would read. But yes, I guess that's how the love for reading started. You can lock me up in a room all day with a book. So yes, don't stop writing, don't stop reading. It's a passion that you can continue for years and years to come. So those are our top winners. Eduji, Amma, Adongo, Equia, is it Hubert, Richard, Karen, Lillian, Aviel, Precious. Our amazing top 10 finalists.
And have you noticed a trend?
That
right?
there are more women?
Absolutely,
More young ladies.
Yeah, so I think when I was in school, the smartest, top 10, we see a lot more girls. Yeah. So it's interesting that even here, we are seeing a lot more girls, show up. And I've seen an Amma Atadankan. Let me state on this show that there's absolutely
no relationship.
I'm telling you, the way I said I've seen the questions and things.
No, come and say that.
I remember when.
But let's make it clear that you saw the questions after the aptitude test had taken place. Yes.
Way after.
Yes, and you have no relationship with Atta, but her name is hyphenated. Atta
so
Duncan.
It's even Atta Duncan.
Atta Duncan.
Right? So I remember when I think sometime there was a loco that won. Some Prince Loco or something, and,
the Vivian Kai Loco.
And you also have a Vivian here who is loco, People are funny sometimes.
Yes.
So it's important to just
state that.
Yeah.
And shout out to our amazing sponsors as well.
Yeah.
Bell Moo and GB Assessment. I've been waiting to try some of the Bell Moo.
Is it milk?
Yeah, so I saw it on Breakfast Daily. Was it somewhere this week? It's like a little bottle of milk and different flavors. So I'm interested in trying it. So if they can hear me, I'm the voice behind the Literacy Challenge commercial, so they should bring me some to taste. Thank you very much. I'm just putting it out there.
Amazing stuff.
So shout out to Belmo and GB Assessments. We appreciate
what started as
it.
a right-away contest many years ago has blossomed to a national literacy competition.
Yeah.
And for me, beyond just also winning is the fact that you have the bragging rights, to hold yourself as the smartest kid.
10,000 Ghana cities.
And to shock you, right? Because they all go on to do very, very well. I know at least 2 or 3 persons.
I think you met one who was
personally.
a doctor.
Yeah.
Doctor now.
Personally, exactly. So that makes it 3. There's also Irabna, who does a lot of things with Lane.
Did she
services.
win?
She did win, and she's a writer now. She's authored her own books. I know Dr. Darrell as well, my friend, who I'm not sure if Darrell won, but I think he was in the top 10 or so.
Okay.
And he's my mate actually.
Oh.
Yeah.
You didn't write some.
No, I didn't write some. That day I was more interested in some things. And Darrell is a doctor. I've gone to the hospital where I've seen him like offer care to pets, and it's such a proud moment,
That's amazing.
Yeah, so let's take advantage of it.
10,
let's support them.
It's happening today at Alisa Hotel at 1 p.m. and we'll carry it live right here on Channel 1 TV. So you can tune in, you can watch the top 10, battle it out for that 10,000 Ghana cities and the trophy and the bragging rights. Right. Still here at Channel 1. We have the This is Ghana exhibition.
Hooray!
And it's happening on the 6th to the 7th of September. Now, the only thing that we have done about this year is that we've changed location.
Yeah.
So we outgrew the AMA space for This is Ghana, and so we're taking it to the Ifwa Sutherland Park where we had the
fear.
What's your
My fear also is that we may, sometimes the size of the vision, right, and your implementation tell whether or not you are ready to, grow it.
Yeah.
So, for example, AMA was obviously a very small space, and we saw how, people came in, the place was choked, was packed, it was really exciting and all of that. Then we moved the agri fair, and we're thinking that, it's big enough, right? At the peak of it, we saw also how easily the place got filled up, parking and all of that, even though it's a much, much bigger space. So my point is that you're right about the change in venue, but also it's growing, and it's growing in such a way that we are seeing a lot more Ghanaians come up with innovative stuff. So yes, it's the same old, but it's bigger and better now. Why? Because I believe strongly that there are a lot more Ghanaian businesses out there who are ready to take advantage of this opportunity, this platform offers, and I can't wait to see all of them line up with their products. Some of them, world class in status.
Oh yes, look at this, beautiful.
Beautiful. And it will go shoulder to shoulder with any international brand.
Export ready material.
Even the packaging has changed. Those times we're going to take some A4 sheets paper, they don't print some things, then the printing crown, the ink could not come out well, then chaka. But right now, it's like, if you see these on the market,
you'll definitely want to buy
absolutely.
It and try it out
so,
and all of that.
Charlie, guys, let's
support our own.
Yeah.
Support our own. For some reason, sometimes when I see some of the videos, I'm like, this was at the fair. Is that I wasn't paying attention, or wow. There's so many things that I actually didn't see myself. But when you watch our videos after the fair, you realize that all of these things were there, all of these companies came and represented, and wow, there's so much to see, so much to experience. So if you're interested in being an exhibitor or partaking in the fair, the number to call is 0205 973 973. Yeah, 0205 973 973. For registration, if you're interested in partaking, or if you just want to, ask more information. And when you're coming to take part, it's not just come and register and pay, so that your slot is booked and then you can have peace of mind to prepare the items that you want to bring to the fair. As usual, it's free entry. Shout outs to our amazing sponsors. Jude, you want to take that?
Yes, so we have MTN, we have Side Hustle, amazing guys doing amazing stuff. There's also EcoBank in there. Shout outs to EcoBank. There's Built. We'll be telling you more about what they are into, later on the show. And we also have Twillium Ghana. Twillium, producers of, I think, Bell products.
Yeah. Twillium.
Bigo. Verna water. And Bigo. Bigo. Yeah, and they have some London biscuit. It is very nice. Yeah, it's on London shortbread-like biscuit.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
And Juby gave me some on Thursday.
It is very, very nice.
And I was so hungry.
And they do the Bigo range of drinks.
Okay.
So Twillium Ghana Limited. Amazing. Yeah.
Shout out to them. So 6th and 7th of September 2025. Don't forget the number 0205 973 973 Ifwa Sutherland Park, 10 a.m. each day. And we always have so much in store for you. It won't just be an exhibition showcasing Ghana's export potential. There's so much more to be seen, so much more to be felt, and it is happening at the Ifwa Sutherland Park, 6th and 7th of September. Right. We have a carnival of plays, and it's happening today at the Zoe Temple ICGC from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. 1 day, 2 plays, 1 venue, and ICGC Zoe Temple, 60 Ghana cedis for single, 100 cedis for double. And that's the number to call if you want to buy tickets. And the 2 plays are Quagmire and Dashikishan. I wonder what that is. Dashikishan. Or is it Ashikishan?
The dashiki, was that really the material? Ashikishan.
So it's Ga?
Yeah, I think the name is there. So there's Dede Ashikishan.
Okay.
Yeah, Dede Ashikishan.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's Ga.
Okay.
So,
what does Ashikishan mean?
Eh? It means flower. I'm told it means flower.
Okay, and the Dede is someone's name.
And Dede is obviously someone's
But we have
name.
a Dede here.
Yeah, our producer, amazing.
Our amazing producer, Dede. Dede, are you the one taking part in the play?
Now I'm
no.
suspecting some things.
Some things,
yeah.
Or do you know the person who put the play together?
So this is by Anvil Production, and
no.
they present Carnival of Play.
Yeah.
So the Quagmire and also Dede Ashikishan. It sounds like an interesting name. We'll see how, I'm really interested in, getting to know more about this play. It's happening at the ICGC Zoe Temple, 60 cedis for single, 100 cedis for double. Obviously, it makes sense to go with a friend and pay 100 cedis.
Pay 100 cedis, yeah.
16th August 2025. And tickets are available via 054 5222 155. 054 5222 155.
Right. We have Behind the Pulpit. It's also a movie premiere, and it's happening today at 7 p.m. and 9 p.m. Behind the Pulpit.
I think it has some of your favorite cast in there.
I see Ajetianan, Apusha.
And there's also Clemento Suarez.
Oh, yes, there he is.
A lot of people don't know that his name is Clement
Ashite.
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 Ashite. No, Clemento Suarez. You have a nice name like Clement Ashite. Ashite.
Please,
Clement Ashite.
That's his brand name.
Yeah.
That's the name everybody knows.
Then you say
him by.
Suarez in football circles is the most dreaded name in Ghana
football.
Yeah. And even globally, I think he has a couple of enemies.
Oh, does he? Good for him.
He had like racist attacks against
good for
players
him.
like Evra. At a point in his career, he was going on a biting spree.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah, he was biting any
But
player that was
teeth.
frustrating him.
His teeth.
I remember in a
My
game,
mother calls him Sebo Glass.
he bit one player called Ivanovic, right? So, in certain...
Was he banned?
A long ban. In certain instances or in certain parts of the world, he's seen as a hero. So if you go to his home country of Uruguay,
of course,
they idolize him, right? If you go to Spain, if you look at the kind of quality of football he played for Barcelona and even in the Netherlands for Ajax, where he came into prominence, but if you come to Ghana and you mention Suarez,
we don't want to hear that name at all.
Nobody can carry
the thing that he did to us.
Yeah, but for some reason,
I can still feel it. Like I remember where I was standing when that thing happened. So, like if I could enter the TV and give him a knock, I would do that.
So Ajetanan, Richard Maglo, Kingsley Yamwa, Sheila Sapo, Clement Ashite, and Nicoleta Samunas.
Nikki.
Yeah. And Isaac Billy Donko. They make up the cast for this interesting, movie, Behind the Pulpit. What's behind the pulpit?
Behind the pulpit. You're standing behind the pulpit and preaching.
I read a book by Stella Steele. I think that's her name, right? The title of the book is Long Road Home. A Long Road Home. I really, Stella Steele is like top of the list writers, right? And that book, it detailed...
Daniel Steele?
Is it? No. Yeah, Daniel. Yeah, Stella Steele is the Ghana...
Is the Ghanaian musician.
Jimmy Tata,
yes.
Then this one is Daniel Steele.
Daniel
Steele, all right. Thank you for that correction. And the title of the book I remember is Long Road Home or No Long Road Home, or something like that. And it detailed some of the things that happen in a convent. You know what a convent is?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, a Catholic. Sorry.
Yeah.
And it talks about some of the acts that happen behind the cassock. It talks about how a girl was sent to the convent to serve in there. Right. And the priest started doing their own things. It's a really captivating read. Right. And a lot of people have, of course, we hear some of the stories, right?
Yeah.
That happens.
Yeah, we do.
So it will be interesting to know what is behind the pulpit.
What is behind the pulpit? behind their white collar and all
Charlie,
of that.
some
That's
of them,
very interesting to see.
Right now, that they should come and do free prophecy. Hey, government, I was a free Accra. We salute
You, sir. Good morning, sir.
But
You good?
The free prophecy consultation that they should come again on that matter. You know,
We didn't even touch on it today, but
yeah, well, how can you say when you have a, and I'm sorry I'm digressing, but how can you say if you have a prophecy, come and let's review it? You know, yeah, you give rise to charlatans and all sorts of people to abuse the system.
first of all, how do you even identify that
You know,
this person
you know,
is
and
a man?
in my
of
view,
God,
in my view, it will make mockery of, you know. Let me not go there. I'll find time and address this, but I just think that it's not proper.
It's not
the approach
proper.
has a few missteps that we need to look at.
Right. All right, so Behind the Pulpit is showing today at Accra Mall, 120 Ghana cities. First show, 7 p.m., second show, 9 p.m., and the red carpet is at 6 p.m. We have a Marcus Garvey Day fundraising gala. People say gala. I don't know which one's right. Gala. Anyway, and so it's a fundraising awards gala, and it features a number of things: an engineering exhibition, live jazz music, cultural performances, Caribbean music. There's going to be the awards ceremony. Speakers are going to come, African art and artifacts, a 3-course Caribbean meal, the fundraising auction, raffle, bingo, networking, digital magazine, and launch of MMGW Limited. So that's the numbers to call for information to book your tickets. It's happening at the Kwame Nkrumah Memorial Park. The price is 500 Ghana cedis before 31st July, which has already passed, and 650 Ghana cedis then on. And the dress code is African attire.
Amazing. So shout outs to the guys behind this really important event, you know, honoring the memory of Marcus Garvey. In there's also Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, you know, our first president of this beautiful nation called Ghana, you know. So I think that's it with what's happening.
There's one more. There's Boga High Life. And it's an event happening at the Jamestown Community Theatre Center. And if you like high life, especially the Boga High Life, this is
so which one is the Boga High Life?
I'm trying to remember some of the songs.
Shani Baby, Dad. Anyway, you know that one?
Which one are you singing?
So that the Luba song. Dad. I need to pay attention to the lyrics. No, that the Luba. Bro, Daddy Lumba.
May God rest his soul.
Daddy Lumba. Bro, yo. Shadi Baby, dead.
I mean, that's not Boga High Life, but you is fine. You're on a roll.
I said, Moshe Baby, at the park, Akoshe to crew. Hey, deal. No, he's a major guy.
He's a poet.
He's a poet. People say he's a philosopher.
Hey.
Yeah,
really? Well, yeah, actually,
we have to add him to the likes of, you know, Plato and the rest. You know, because come think about it. Every good thing is found covered
in a toku.
In a hole. You know.
So it's happening at, I'm trying to see that, is that something Road in Jamestown?
Yeah.
So they're blocking the road and they're playing Boga High Life.
But which one is Boga High Life? Is it like High Life but Boga?
The very old ones. Not,
is it?
I'm trying to remember some of the people who have done Boga High Life in Ghana. Nothing comes to mind. But it's a very, very old Boga, with the trumpets and the... I'll play some for you after.
Does Osibisa music qualify as Boga High Life?
No.
Because I'm trying to wonder what kind of... trying to imagine what kind of music is...
No.
Boga High Life.
Anyway,
we'll see.
It's happening today. So I think they're blocking a road and then they're playing Boga High Life. I'm trying to see the road. Is this Cleland Road in Jamestown?
Yeah.
Them kind songs.
Ah.
Yeah.
And this one to Sikaya Moja.
Sikaya Moja.
That's Boga High Life.
Sikaya
Because I can imagine if there somebody bogus and he goes to UK, he's working.
No, that's a bogus in Germany.
In Germany.
And they'll come with their shoe, no, the front like something.
That one to page us.
Yeah, the one page us small at the front. Then oversized jackets.
You gotta like wear so hot.
Coolie high. And then they'll come and sit there. Yeah, that's your uncle for you. Uncle free Germany, but no to jeans, bro. Jeans that time and me and him say style.
That's what you say. What's the average in a muchichi ponkosi? They come together and they are like Charlie couple.
Yeah.
Those are the no balance.
All your uncles who have been to Europe. See, that's where they come with the shoe and then the oversized jackets, and then when you see the wafaba. Yeah, so that's Burger High Life happening 3 p.m. at the Jamestown Center. So are there any numbers to call? No. All right. So that's what's happening in town. Pick and choose whichever of those events that you want to go to and enjoy. You're welcome back to Breakfast Daily Weekend right here on Channel 1 TV with me, Inu Safo, and Jude Duncan. We're going into a conversation. We're speaking to the Ghana Stammering Association, and they had an event on the 11th to the 15th of August. And we're going to be speaking to them about that event, the importance of that event, and them shining a light on stammerers here in our country. Joining me in studio for that discussion, Emmanuel Kwekwado. He's the president of the Ghana Stammering Association in Ghana Speech Language. He's also a Ghana speech language pathologist. And Matthew Okine, who is one of those children who is part of the Camp Dream Speak Live beneficiary. Did I get that right? You're welcome to Breakfast Daily Weekend.
Thanks for having us.
All right, let me start with you. Tell us about that event that you had and the importance of the organization, the Ghana Stammering Association.
All right, thank you so much. And a good morning to your lovely
viewers.
Yes. Emmanuel, as you said, and I'm the president of the Ghana Stammering Association. So the Ghana Stammering Association has been in existence for some years now, and we are primarily into supporting people who stammer and also advocating for their rights and their dignity here in Ghana. I know most people do not know about the Ghana Stammering Association, but we are quite active online. We've had several events in the past, and the Camp Dream Speak Live that we just had it this past week, just yesterday. It ended yesterday from the 11th to the 15th. And Camp Dream Speak Live, it's an evidence-based stuttering program that seeks to support people who stammer, especially children who stammer, with the goal of one, helping them to develop like a positive perception about the peer-to-peer relationship they have, and also helps them to be able to increase their communication effectiveness, also helps them to build their resiliency, and it also helps them to know more about stammering. Because as you know, stammering as a verbal difference, not so many people know about it. And as people who stammer, not having a lot of information about this verbal difference, makes it even hard for them to advocate for themselves. So these are some of the things that we actually learned, and it's the care model. So the Camp Dream Speak Live actually originated from the University of Texas in Austin by a professor called Dr. Courtney Bird. They started this camp in 2014, and it's based on an approach called the CARE model, where the CARE is an acronym. C is for communication, A is for advocacy, R is for resiliency, and E is for education. So these are the 4 pillars on which the CARE model is built. And very importantly, the CARE model does not ask people who stammer to change the way they talk, because we believe the way people who stammer talk is authentic, and instead of them having to change the way they talk to suit what the public wants, we want them to feel good in that identity. Rather than changing the way they speak, we advocate for them to communicate effectively. Well, you can be an excellent communicator even though you're a person who stammers. For them to be able to advocate for themselves, self-disclose, to build their resiliency, and also to help them to understand more about stammering. So basically that's what the CARE model and the Camp Speak Dream Live is about.
Okay, I'll come back to you. Let's speak to Matthew. How has it been coping with being a stammerer? And then after you joined the Dream Speak Live, how has that changed, you know, and what coping mechanisms have you learned from there that you're channeling into school and other things?
Please, good morning.
Good morning. Speak up for me.
And please, good morning. And please, I am a person who stammers.
Okay.
And please, in my speech, you expect some prolongations, repeatings, and blocks. As you said, when I was a stammerer, and when I am in class, I feel shy to like answer questions, speak. But now, when I joined the camp about Dream Speak Live, it has changed my life for me. Now I can go out there, talk to people, educate people about system. Now I don't feel shy to like talk to people about my stammering.
Good. Emmanuel, what kind of coping mechanisms do you teach in your camp? And for people who've never heard about this, how can they contact you and join or be a part so that they can also learn how to cope with their stammering?
All right, thank you. So we teach lots of coping mechanisms, especially the ones that will help children to build resiliency. But then I also have to add that stammering as a verbal condition, people cope with it differently. Now, some coping mechanisms could be positive, others unhelpful. So for us, the message we send out there, or we teach the children who come for the camp, is not to worry too much about what people say about them. If it's not positive, just let it go. When you're in class and you raise your hand to answer a question, you want your voice to be heard. When people tell you, hey, keep quiet, what we say is, if you are told not to stammer, you are being told not to talk. Because when you talk, you stammer. That's who you are. So that's one thing. Just ignore what the public, if they want you to change your speech, because with stammering, there's not much we can do. We cannot cure stammering, right? So the best thing for us to do as a society is to be able to encourage people who stammer to dream, to chase their dreams, right? So that they can be able to speak from their hearts and live their life to the fullest. So one, just don't take what people say to heart. Two, when you get into like a hostile situation where people don't understand, and I think that's something that is very prevalent here in Ghana. Most people don't understand what stammering is about.
No, we don't.
So what we also teach them is when you get to an environment where you feel it's hostile, instead of withdrawing, educate them.
Right.
Because we find out that when people are educated, some people change. Some just act out of ignorance. But with education, they are able to change the way they support us. So that's one thing. Also, we also teaching them to be able to, as they are advocating for themselves, they need to ask for accommodations. Like in class, sometimes we see some school teachers wanting to protect people who stammer. They don't want them to get involved in some activities that other children are engaged in. But what happens is once teachers do that, the children who stammer feel different.
Yeah.
Other children see them to be different.
Yeah.
So we also teach them that, okay, what you can do as a person who stammers is, if a teacher thinks, okay, Matthew, I think you cannot do this because you stammer, what Matthew can say is, sir, I know I stammer and I can do this, right? To advocate for themselves, to ask for what they think they need. So those are some of the coping strategies and how we can be found. Ghana Stammering Association, we are very active, as I said earlier, on Facebook. So once you go on Facebook, just look for the Ghana Stammering Association. You would see lots of things we've done in the past. We have videos, we have resources. And we also have like a website, I Stammer GH. We have, it's a new website that we've built with support from UNDP Ghana. I need to add that. Shout out to them. Yeah, so basically that's who we are. And we also have a vibrant WhatsApp platform. Okay. Anyone who wants to join our WhatsApp platform is free to join as a child who stammers, if you're an adult, a teenager, or even a parent.
So there's no age cutoff or age
there's
bracket?
No age cutoff or bracket. So everyone is welcome to join us.
The WhatsApp number?
Our WhatsApp number. So to join, you can send a message to a WhatsApp message to 020-386-1333.
Okay, again?
020-386-1333.
All right.
Just send a WhatsApp, a message to that number and let them know, okay, I want to join Ghana Stammering Association. Even if you're a professional who works with children who stammer and you want to be an ally or a friend to people who stammer, you are welcome to also join us. We are happy to receive everyone because we need a strong and a formidable group to actually bolster our advocacy efforts for people who stammer in Ghana.
Matthew, what advice or what advice would you give to other stammerers who don't know that such a group exists and can help them, grasp stammering and also speak out for themselves?
Please, as you said, I can educate us or say to them that stammering is not a disease or like you went a copy from other one, but it is the way you talk. So you have to focus on your system. So when you are talking, let the stammering flow. Don't other people tell you that because of you are stammering, you cannot be doctor, nurse, or other future things. But believe in yourself and focus on your dreams and work on it.
All right, thank you. Emmanuel, I think I think same question. What message would you like to convey to us Ghanaians who don't understand stammering and all the things associated with it? Okay. You're a speech pathologist as well. Sure. So yes, right. Educate us a little.
Basically, stammering is not a disease, as Matthew said. It's not something that can be learned or copied. And I find that to be a myth that is very common among Ghanaians.
Yeah, you see people trying to imitate people who stammer.
Yes, and people have that belief that if you try to imitate someone who stammers, then you catch stammering. But stammering is not something that we catch.
Yeah,
Basically, you can't catch stammering at all. So stammering is, it has a strong genetic link, you know. So once, if someone is genetically predisposed, or there's a genetic predisposition first, then the environment and other factors could make that happen. So one is not something that we learn or we copy. So if you know a child who stammers and your child who doesn't stammer is playing with that child, don't be afraid that that child is going to transfer stammering to your child. The other thing I also want the public to know is that to cure stammering cannot be cured. As an adult, I've heard of adults who go for some pills because they want to cure their stammering. It can, that
but
cannot
you
happen.
stammer, but it's not often. Is that you've learned to cope with it?
Yes, it's about the coping mechanism. I think the more you talk, and as I'm also a speech and language pathologist, so I speak a lot, I engage people a lot, and I'm sure my friends watching me, when I was back in primary, I used to stammer more, a lot more, and because I didn't have that confidence then, I was quite shy. And you know, when you are shy, when you're not out there, you don't, there are some coping strategies that you can use, but then if you're not out there doing the things you love, it will be difficult to do those things. So that's to also say that let's allow people who stammer, our children, to go out there and explore. They should have fun. If your child says, I want to be a nurse, I want to be a doctor, who says they cannot be? You know, the past American president, Joe Biden, he's a president who stammers.
Yes, he does.
And he rose up to become the president of the United States of America. So I want to say that let's just support the dreams of people who stammer. Instead of telling them what they can do, let's ask them, what do you want to do and how can I support you? Also, when you meet a person who stammers, we shouldn't try to complete their sentences. Sometimes, I know, it's tempting, right? He's trying to say something, you can see he's struggling. It's like, you know, he's putting lots of effort, the words isn't coming out, you want to help. But sometimes, the people we've spoken with who stammer, some people don't like that. Right. Because they're like, okay, when you complete my sentence, perhaps that's not what I wanted to say. So you are taking the wind out of my sails. Right. So they want to say themselves, just give them time, let them say it, maintain eye contact, don't look away. Well, that shows you are listening and you're waiting for them to say what they want to say. Also, don't shout at children who are stammering. And don't tell them to talk properly or to talk well. Because the question I ask myself is that, what is talking well? That's the whole point. Because effective communication, speech, or the verbal aspect is just a little percentage. Most of what we do is non-verbal. So that's the other part. And also speech and language therapists are available here in Ghana. So if you are a parent and you are concerned, your child is repeating sounds or is blocking on sounds, is struggling, and you want to know exactly what's happening with that child, you can visit any hospital in Ghana and ask to see a speech and language therapist. You'll be directed to them and they'll do a good evaluation to get to know if really this is stammering or it's something else. Better than the local and traditional solutions we have for our things in Ghana here, which doesn't really help, but does more harm than good.
Right. Matthew and Emmanuel, thank you so much. I've been educated. I'm sure my viewers have as well. And you know where to find them. Go on Facebook, go on social media, and you can be a part of the Dream, Speak and Live project. We'll be right back after this. Don't go away.
You look amazing. Have you discovered a new secret to stay healthy these days?
Actually, I have. It's called SOS Advance. It is a health supplement manufactured in the UK with 11 essential oils like frankincense, black seed, oregano, and neem, all powered by nanotechnology.
Wow, that's impressive. Yeah. What does it do?
SOS Advance supports your immune system against invading pathogens, including viruses, bacteria, and toxins. It also provides antioxidant effects to help combat free radicals and reduce oxidative stress on your body.
Wow, I really need this. Like, I've been feeling off lately, but I can't pinpoint exactly what the problem is.
Oh, easy. I think you should get it. You can find it at every pharmacy nearby.
There's a pharmacy here! Let's go! Thank you. I beg his wound is pain.
Pregnant and lactating mothers should contact their physicians. This advert is FDA approved. In Ghana, West Africa, the mornings are somewhat, if not for the perfect companion. What a good day to start. Work is always effective with NASCO home appliances. Classic home appliance for the fisher folks. And Nijepa, I want NASCO feel. NASCO, bring home happiness.
Remember who we are singing now. At risk of prostate enlargement. We a member or her 20 ebitimi prostate cancer. 5 bitimi afamu na dia obefamu.
Actually, this is not my fault.
And to wada entina medi mani Executive Prostate Center.
Executive Prostate Center is a unique medical center where we harmonize in-depth traditional medicine with cutting-edge science and technology to cure, to treat, and to prevent diseases like prostate enlargement, prostate cancer.
Executive Prostate Center. Madame home. Facilities no any professional medical care.
Sisi a bibia clear system ni. Ye no ne so de natural. Into we koso afama ye.
Executive Prostate Center. My cured.
You're welcome back. This is Breakfast Daily Weekend right here on Channel 1 TV. I am Inu Safo. We're talking about lighting for your kitchen. So what's the right lighting? Which ones are you supposed to choose? You know, do you like chandeliers? We'll talk about all of that and whether it's right for your kitchen space. And this is our home improvement segment. And Selom, the Dream Maker, interior designer extraordinaire and project manager and founder of Acento Projects Limited, is my guest for that segment. Selom, you're welcome to Breakfast Daily. We haven't seen you in a while.
Thank you.
How is the Rosa the weekend? How is it? I saw your pictures with your blue. Is it blue? That's your school colors, right?
The blue dress.
Yes, the blue.
That's our anniversary.
That's your anniversary cloth.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. And then I saw you guys gifted your school something. Plenty things.
Plenty. You didn't celebrate us, so.
We are mourning.
No, we are all mourning. That's what mourning, yes.
Yeah, we are all mourning.
It went well. We had a good time. Yeah.
Let's go straight into our talk. We're talking about lighting for our kitchen. Why is lighting so important in the kitchen space?
Lighting is actually very important everywhere. Yes, everywhere. I mean, talk about designing your home, having the best place for your home. Lighting, actually, I would say it's one of the top priorities. Yes, if not the number one. You get it. And the kitchen being probably the most busiest spots in the home, right? On the other side, people call it the heart of the home, the heartbeat of the home. I mean, that is where the food comes from.
Yeah.
Yes, that's where I've actually had some clients who to them the kitchen is their favorite spot in the house. They like spending time there. So if it's the busiest spot in the home, if it's the heartbeat of the home, it is where the food is coming from, you need the best lighting to support, because again, the kitchen is actually more like a multi-purpose zone. A lot goes on there. Hence you need lights, the best lights that could complement all the various activities that are ongoing in there. Do you get it? Because First of all, I mean, even in contemporary times now, back then it used to be just a space for cooking.
Yeah.
Now the kitchen is meant for cooking, prepping, storage, dining. Even now, people even eat in the kitchen. You do get it. Sometimes even entertain in there. You get it. Sometimes now I've even had instances where the family actually have a spot for the kids to be learning whilst the mother is cooking. So you see,
it's become an all-encompassing space.
Exactly. So you need to actually be able to have select the best options, have the best plan. Do you get it? To be able to serve all these, imagine all these activities going on at the same time. Do you get it? So it's actually very necessary. It's very important, or not even important, if not the number one, probably, I would say.
So I'm guessing lighting in kitchens have changed. It's not the regular bulb, bakusiha kind of thing.
No, even back then it used to be just one bulb on the ceiling and everything. It serves all purposes.
Yeah.
Yes, it serves all purposes. You've moved from that era to now. If you want to have that inviting space at home, do you get it? These are some of the things you want to consider either changing. Because there are more reasons why old homes actually are advised to either remodel and renovate to be able to meet contemporary needs now, right? Because lighting, most of the time, I noticed, most of the time, people end up making it like a last-minute decision. Which shouldn't be so. You finish everything before they tell the electrician, no, I need a bulb. I mean, just go and buy one bulb. It doesn't work like that. If you want to actually be able to serve the purpose your kitchen is serving, then it requires a thoughtful plan. Do you get it? It requires a thoughtful plan right from the planning stage of the building, not even the kitchen. Right? Because a lot goes into it. It's not just what you see. Right? A lot goes into planning the kitchen lighting for the kitchen alone. Do you get it? So it's a very important topic to discuss about me, I think. Again, we've gone past the era where people wait till last minute before coming up with all these things. You need to be able to understand, first of all, what kind of kitchen do you want? Or what kind of a cook are you? Or what do you do in your kitchen?
Okay.
Do you get it? We all don't do the same things in our kitchen, although yes, it's for cooking.
Yeah.
Right. I've mentioned a couple of them. There are some people who are professionals, right? Professional cooks. They are chefs. I mean, their kind of cooking is somewhere else. Maybe I haven't gotten there yet. Do you get it? Some people actually bake in their kitchen. Some people want to, there are people who want to even be able to watch TVs from the kitchen.
Yeah.
Do you get it? Some people want to be able to dine in their kitchen. Ask yourself all these things. Right? Ask yourself, how do you use your kitchen? Some people use their kitchen for storage as well.
Okay.
Others also have separate rooms for storage.
Right.
Right. So you want to be able to find out all these topics, questions about yourself, how you use your kitchen. Are you a lone cooker? Sometimes are you even a family? If it's a family home, it's likely you're going to have multiple people in the kitchen cooking at the same time. Sometimes you are the only person preparing the food. These are all important questions to ask yourself. So you can actually find a way to integrate it into the kitchen plan, the layouts, right? So when they are building the kitchen cabinets for you, when you are designing and planning the cabinet, these are some of the questions we need to be able to find out from you, right? So we can integrate it into the plan, the design of the kitchen. So if I know that this is your type of cooking, this is how you cook, this is how you use your kitchen, and per the shape of the room, this is the best layout we can go for the cabinets. Then I can say that, okay, let's divide it into zones. We're going to have, every kitchen actually has zones. We have the spaces for prepping, right? Or where all the countertops are, right? This is where you are chopping, cutting, mixing, doing all those stuff. And then we have storage zones, right, where you have all the drawers and blah, blah, blah for storing food, groceries, whatever. And then there are, how do you call it, cooking zones. As usual, where the ovens are, the cooker is, blah, blah, blah. And all these spots need lighting. So you need to be able to find out all these things right from the design, the design phase.
So after you've done the design phase, what kind of lighting options are available for me in my kitchens?
Plenty.
There's a variety.
Plenty. You see, to make it simple, all these zones I have just described now require specific type of lighting. And usually from our perspective, we've categorized it into various groups where some of the spaces require task lights that are actually meant for specific tasks, right?
So those ones are brighter?
Come again?
Those ones are brighter?
Not necessarily brighter. You see, some tasks require brighter lights. Some also require very calming and dim lights. Do you get it? So if I know that you like baking, do you get it? Or you're going to be doing a lot of chopping and cutting, and do you get it? You need a lot of lights with probably higher kelvins. Do you get it? If I know that this space is only for cooking, do you get it? That also requires a specific kind of Kelvin power and kelvins. So one, you'd want to first have ambience in the kitchen. This is where you need light that is going to actually serve a general purpose. When you enter the kitchen, you should be able to see. Do you get it? That is what we call ambience lighting. Do you get it? And that can actually come from different sources of fixtures, right? So far as it is brighten the kitchen enough for you. And then you need task lights. So task lights in the picture you are seeing here could actually be under cabinet lighting. They are only serving the top of the counter. Do you get it? So whatever you are doing on the counter, that light is helping you. Do you get it? If it's on top of the island, you do most of your cooking, you probably want to need some lighting on the counter. Do you get it? To enhance the light over there. So it could be pendants hanging on top of the counter. It could be, I mean, how do you call it? Track lights actually helping you. It could be a chandelier. It could be whatever.
A chandelier in the kitchen?
Yeah.
Hey.
Yes.
I see.
What are you thinking?
I'm thinking the grand chandeliers. That's not what we're talking about.
So not all chandeliers are grand like that. They come in different sizes, different shapes, different. So
me when I think chandelier, I think the flowing ones with the things falling.
Not all the time.
All right.
Yes, not all the time. Those ones are meant for larger spaces, sometimes for staircase or long ceilings. Or larger spaces or lobbies. Those are. I'm sure that's what you're talking about. There are chandeliers that are smaller. Yes, chandeliers that are smaller. Some are big. Some are so. Depending on where you're putting it.
Right.
Exactly. Yeah. So you want to look at all these things, discuss this with your designer, your professional. If you don't have one, just come to me.
Yes, of course.
If you don't have one, so maybe if you like doing a lot of your cooking or your prepping on the island, you want to also have particular type of lighting that would actually enhance lighting on the island for you. Sometimes on the storage cabinets, you see in the picture here again, when you open the cabinet, there are lights in there. Yes. Some people have difficulty seeing what is inside there. So you design
that their problem, like they didn't arrange things well.
Sometimes that could be it. Sometimes you see back then when you have just one particular bulb in the middle of the ceiling, it might not be able to reach everywhere for you. Do you get it? Apart from helping you walk around. So you might need some other kind of lighting inside the cabinet. Do you get it? So when you open it, I mean, it makes it easy for you to see whatever is there. It makes it easy for you to see whatever is there. Same as probably in the pantry. In the pantry, that's how come you have all these kinds of lighting, various like this is what we call layering. So you want to shift from having just one source of light on the ceiling to being able to light every other corner or to help you enhance whatever you are doing in the kitchen at every point in time.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So lights are very important then. Very important.
Very.
How expensive are these lights that we're talking about?
Maybe I would say the process of planning and designing it is what might be a little bit complicated and probably expensive, the process of doing this. But then again, when you go to the market to shop for lighting fixtures, right from chandeliers to pendants to flash mount to spotlights, whatever, I mean, they come in different prices. Yes, they come in different prices. So better look for what you can afford after planning. So if I have decided with you that per the design, we're going to put pendant light on top of the island, when you go to the markets, there are different types of pendant lights. that might fit your budget or your pockets. So another reason why you might want to discuss with a professional, let a person. One thing I've realized from experience, I don't know if it's just peculiar to Ghana, Ghanaians or most people do not like to to make known their budgets or their spending habits. So it becomes difficult planning with them.
Maybe they
what
think...
can you afford? I don't have a budget.
And then you go and mention something, they're like, hey.
Exactly. But one thing about decorating and finishing a home is, you see, at that stage, I keep mentioning it, at that stage of the construction, everything here is actually based on what you can afford. Because there are different prices and options on the market.
Okay.
So let a person know that this is how much I want to spend on lighting. Or at least give them a range. So that when they are planning, they are going out with you shopping, you don't waste your time on certain things you know you can't buy.
Right.
Do you get it?
Yeah.
Someone doesn't mind buying a chandelier that's costing them 50,000 Ghana cedis. Do you get it? Another person will also scream, probably even ghost you for mentioning that price.
Right.
Do you get it? So be open about some of these things. Don't hide it. I'm not trying to. We just want to help you. Do you get it? So be open about some of these things. Like, I can't say they're expensive or they're cheap or whatever. There's something for every budget. Yeah.
Something for every budget, indeed. How can people find you if they say we want to build something? Let's call Selim the Dream Maker. How do we find you?
Call Selim the Dream Maker. First, you can search me on Instagram, Selim Dream Maker. Just inbox me, I will respond. Or call my number or the office number 020-888-2722. 020-888-2722.
That 888 is our box number in Kumasi. 888. So Instagram, Selim Dream Maker,
yes.
And then the number
social
to call.
media everywhere, even on Facebook, Selim Dream Maker, or Instagram, or just call the number or chat on WhatsApp. Whichever one works for you. Yeah.
All right. Selim, thank you very much. Selim Dream Maker is an interior designer and projects manager and founder of Ascento Projects Limited. So at least you know where to find her, social media, and book her, make her busy so that she can get plenty money and give me some.
I'll give you, don't worry.
All right. So that's when we return, we have sports. You know, the EPL has started. The women are not happy, but the men are extremely excited. We'll be right back. Don't go away.
This August, get ready for an unforgettable night of worship and celebration as Perez Music presents Glorified, dubbed His Love and Kindness, ministering live Perez Music alongside the legendary Daughters of Glorious Jesus, also ministering Joyful Way Incorporated, Minister Gabby Akwe and Edom Evangelist. Join us on Sunday, the 31st of August, 2025 at 4 p.m. sharp at the Victory Bible Church, Awoshi Dominion Sanctuary for an evening of powerful ministry and praise. It's absolutely free. But if you would like to support this ministry, you can do so by purchasing our special event merchandise or call 0557-116-607. That is 0557-116-607. Let's come together and raise a sound of gratitude for God's love and kindness. It's going to be nothing short of heaven on earth. This event is proudly sponsored by Eddie's Pizza and powered by Rima City of Worship.
Looking for a one-stop shopping destination for all things made in Ghana? Eager to experience a remarkable fair that showcases the richness, creativity, and innovation behind Ghanaian products and services? Then get ready for the This is Ghana Exhibition 2025. The This is Ghana Exhibition highlights the brilliance of Ghanaian entrepreneurs, artisans, and businesses who continue to shape the narrative of homegrown excellence. This is Ghana's biggest trade fair and exhibition, bringing together SMEs, startups, research and manufacturing sectors, indigenous corporate bodies, and local creatives in one exciting space. The This is Ghana Exhibition 2025. Come explore, engage, and be inspired by the businesses and brands that are redefining Made in Ghana across every sector. The dates, Saturday the 6th and Sunday the 7th of September 2025. Time is 10 a.m. through to 5 p.m. each day. The venue is the A4 Sutherland Children's Park. For inquiries or participation details, call us on 0205 973 973. The This is Ghana Exhibition 2025 is powered by Channel 1 TV and 97.3 City FM and is proudly sponsored by MTN, EcoBank, and Side Hassle from EK Brand Consult.
I'm here with the sassy, saucy Akle.
Who cook Anwamu. So all this was from Anwamu?
Yes.
When I was 17, I ran away from home and went to Lagos. And for like 2 years, my father didn't hear from me.
You did what?
I haven't heard anybody talk about frying plantain and salting it in this way before. Like you cut and you let it marinate. I love it.
You let it sit for a while.
Wine and go down, wine and go down.
Me body good, me body good, me body good, me body good. That's how I make king man say. Me body good, me body good, me body good, me body good. That's how I make king man say.
Let me ring that bell, and me and you get started. So let me tell.
Ashie, tataleo, baby, totally. No more by you, totally. A baby, totally. No more by you, totally.
Do you see Tatale here?
What's Cooking is brought to you by Tasty Tom and Lily Rice.
Welcome back. This is Breakfast Daily Weekend right here on Channel 1 TV. Just gone by a conversation and we had with Salom, the dream maker, on how to bring life to your kitchen. Basically, lightening concerns in your kitchen area. You know, now we'll delve into sports and Gabi Ofe, aka Milito, joins us in studio. Gabi, always a pleasure having you in studio.
Thank you. Good to see you.
You know, it's been a difficult week, but
yeah,
in the sporting world, it's been quite an opening to the Premier League.
Yeah. So in other sense, club football is back.
Is it for all major leagues, or?
I mean, from this weekend, next weekend, a lot of the major European leagues will be resuming. The Serie A resumes next weekend, so you can say that club football is back.
When does the La Liga resume?
This weekend too.
Wow.
Yes, Barca in action later, 5:30. So, yesterday we had our first game at Anfield. The defending champions started really well. They started on a good note. They beat Bournemouth by 4-2. But that didn't generate a lot of the headlines. What generated was that alleged racial abuse. Anton Semenyo suffered at Anfield from one of the Liverpool home supports, and
was in a wheelchair.
Yes, he was in a wheelchair, and I was discussing that with Eno that, look, in 2025, racism has no place in football, and for the EPL to kick off yesterday,
and the first
30 minutes of the opening game in the EPL, and then there's another black player subjected to an alleged racial abuse. I don't think it should continue.
At all.
I've seen the statement from Liverpool. I've seen the statement from the PL themselves. They've all condemned it. Bournemouth skipper, that's Adam Smith, called it despicable. Liverpool legends, Jamie Carragher, and United legend, that's, what's his name, Gary Neville, have all condemned the act. And according to Liverpool, they'll fish out. I mean, he's been seen already.
Yeah.
So he'll be dealt with. And I think that, you know how they do their things. It's either it's a ban, you don't come to watch Liverpool's game again, And that's very, very strict. And I mean, that's always been the way. But it's very shocking that in 2025, after all had happened in the past, when players had to take the knee to wipe away racism in football, somebody would have thought that in 2025, this thing won't pop up its head again. But it showed yesterday. And I like Liverpool's stand so far, that they stand with Semenyo. In fact, the head coach, Arne Slot, spoke to Semenyo after the game. And I mean, they spoke about that. He was questioned in that interview. He opened up about it. So it was good. But I think you still can't take the shine away, or you still can't take it away.
No,
that
right after that, he went on to score a brace.
Yes, and he responded. And you see, I like Semenyo's response at that particular, yes. Because in that moment, it probably will get you heated up. And you can react. And Semenyo was in a very good position to maybe even turn and use the ball to hit him. He looked at him, and I think that, I don't know what he said. I mean, the words are yet to be out. But he just looked at him, went on to take the throw in. And that speaks about his character. A lot of people have actually praised him for that. A few minutes, he goes onto the pitch and responds. He pulls one back for Bournemouth, pulls another one for the team again, and it's 2-0. And that's a very, very perfect response to what he had initially suffered from the home crowd. So
speaks to his mental fortitude.
Yes. In fact, I think Semenyo, if he asks me, I don't think he's actually got the hype Kudus is getting. I think so.
Player.
Yes, Semenyo is a really good player. And yesterday I said it on Panorama that a lot of people are not paying so much attention to him, in the sense that he's actually grown very comfortable in using both feet. That's players who actually have that are called what? Ambipedal. So if you look at that second goal he scored, he took the ball right from Bournemouth's own box. It was a corner. Bournemouth cleared it, and he took the ball, ran through the center circle, beat a lot of players. In fact, he actually had to confuse Virgil van Dijk because of his feet. He took the ball to his right, changed again to his left, and then used that left to score the goal. Last season, he did that a lot of times, but people were not paying particular attention to that. And that's why he was a subject of transfer. In fact, he was on United's radar, that Ruben Amorim wanted him. So I was really happy to see him start the season. I think that second goal is even would contend for one of the goal of the season, if you
already.
Ask me. Yes, because you can't do that.
It's only day
it's
one.
A solo. Yeah, it's day one. That's why I said I think one. It will contend. You can't just take the ball. The last time we saw somebody do that was another Ghanaian in Kudus. You remember in the Europa League against Freiburg, when he took the ball, amazing run, yes, for West Ham United. So it was good, but I think Liverpool still responded. I think we'll see Liverpool a lot this way this season, in terms of they would score goals and still concede. I think that Virgil van Dijk, his form is diminishing. I don't think he's still that top player he used to be, and that's why Liverpool have brought in one centre back to come and help. Now this season it's more about Slot's team, not Klopp's team, because Liverpool already have spent £250 million on player signings. Milo Kerkes, Florian Wirtz, Jeremy Frimpong, who again? And a few other, Hugo Ekitike, who scored yesterday. So you can't go into the season and say that.
Before I left the newsroom yesterday, I did say Ekitike would score a goal.
They said he won't score. You can't go into the season and say you won't compete for the title.
You know, talking about goal scorers yesterday, we saw Salah, hit another record. 10 opening day goals.
He took.
Is he the greatest African to play in the Premier League?
Oh, but Jude, this question here, when you always ask me, I think now yes.
Really?
Yes. Look, Salah is 33. Last season, nobody thought that he would go into that season and rack up that numbers. Not even the Liverpool top hierarchy. A large chunk of Liverpool's goals last season came from him. Liverpool were heavily reliant on Mohamed Salah last season. And at that age, in context, it's the age.
Yeah.
Right? Everybody can do it. But the age, you don't have... Was Drogba doing that at 33? No. Was who again?
Toure.
Toure doing that at 33? No. Maybe you can say he played in a different position. And so his role to that of Salah's would be different. But this is a goal poacher. This is somebody who's shown that he can be consistent over and over. And I think that this season, bringing in the likes of Hugo Ekitike takes that burden off him a bit. I don't expect Liverpool to be reliant on him more this season because the other signings would have to step up and they would have to share the goal responsibility. So, look, I think I give it to him, one of the finest African players to brace the Premier League given what he's done. So, good start for Liverpool.
Oh, your predictions?
My predictions, I tipped Liverpool to win.
Okay.
Like I said, in excess of £250 million. You can't go into the season and tell me that you're finishing second or third. I won't take that. I gave Manchester City second because I'm not too convinced with what City have done with the signings. And I still think that they've still not recovered from last season's shenanigans. I still think those things would pop up its head again. Maybe Pep will need this season again to fine-tune whatever he wants to do. Heading into the next season, I can say they'll win it. I gave third was who? Chelsea. Yes. The club, the world champions. And people came at me for giving Chelsea third. Look, Chelsea is still not there yet. And let's not kid ourselves that you've won the Club World Cup and so we can go into the league and win the title. We are talking about being consistent for 38 games. Okay. Can Chelsea do that? No. And I think that the exertions of playing in the Club World Cup will get to them. They'll start so well, be on a very good 15-game run, and then fall off. The squad is young. The coach himself, I saw this beautiful thread put together by one of the Chelsea insider, that Maresca keeps on experimenting with the squad. And it's not bad because, you know, this season they've still done some signings. So he's still yet to actually get his squad, a trusted first 11. They've lost one of their finest defenders in Levi Colwell. And they still have one of the, I don't think their goalkeeper is good enough. That's Robert Sanchez. That's why I put them at third. And I gave Arsenal fourth, Manchester United fifth, and Newcastle United sixth. Yeah, that was my top six. So the guys that the coach predicted, Bernhard, Yao, all the guys on the decks predicted. So we'll see if it comes to fruition for them.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's come home to Ghana quickly.
Yes.
We have a new sponsor.
Yes.
Is it a new sponsor?
Yes, it's a new sponsor for the national teams. Four national teams.
Four national teams.
Yes.
$2 million.
Yes, $2 million, 2 years, starting from September 1 to August 31, 2027. It covers 4 national teams. So the Black Stars of Ghana, the Black Queens, the Black Satellites, and then the Black Starlets. I'm particularly happy for the Starlet, the Satellites, and maybe the Queens, because I think in the past we've been talking about how the Black Stars have got a lot of sponsors. Have you seen their training kits? You can't count the corporate entities. So I think that the Queens, the Satellites, and the Starlets should benefit more from these, because according to the GFA, with the Queens, the Satellites, and the Starlets, sometimes they fund, not sometimes, they mostly fund it. They don't really get that support from government. And this is one challenge that the new partnership will take off. It takes off some burden from the GFA, and I hope they put it to good use. After 2 years, we would ask questions: what became of that $2 million they pumped in into the national team? We want to get a breakdown. Yes, it's corporate entities' money, but we'll still want to see what became of that $2 million. And we don't want to hear stories about teams stranded in somewhere and they can't do this and blah, blah, blah. There's more money.
There's money.
Yeah, so I think it was a good deal. Keto Kreku was there, and I think that it came on the back of what the Black Queens had done in Morocco.
Speaking of the Black Queens, have they gotten their money?
Well, the money from CAF has come, but the promise from the Ministry of Sports and Recreation is yet to get to the Queens. I spoke to somebody in there, and I hear that it's still being worked on. So we'll still follow up. They have to get their money, and we'll still push for them to get it. So, yeah. And like I said, I think that this deal actually was on the back of what the Queens did. And I hope that some more of these would happen for the other junior national teams. Yeah. So it was a good one.
There's a new program, Football Republic.
Yes. So it starts today. on 97.3, but it would also be live on our social media platforms, Channel 1 TV, CTFM, and yeah. So what we are doing is that it's a wrap of everything, everything football, the local scene, the European scene, analysis, reactions. So that's more of an expanded form of panorama, if we want to put it. We gave the chance to our listeners to also call in, share their thoughts whilst you're watching the game. If you want to do there'll be some odds too on it, just for the boys who would want to be making some more money.
2 to 5
yeah, so
p.m.
2 to 5 p.m., 3 hours of football and also analysis and everything. Yeah.
All right, Gabby, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
We appreciate you.
Of course, thank you.
That's our show for you.
Yeah.
It's been amazing. Tomorrow, 7 a.m. sharp for Sunday breakfast. We'll be back on your screens. Do not miss out. I'm Inu Safo.
I'm G. Duncan.
And I am Gabby Ofe.
Bye.